Three young soldiers from Fort Leonard Wood set out on what they thought would be an exciting adventure inside the mysterious Indian cave. With no caving experience, they ventured into the dark depths, unaware of the dangers they would soon face. As the hours passed and their flashlights began to dim, their situation became more serious. What went wrong down there? Would they find their way back to safety, or would they remain lost in the cave's labyrinthine passages? In this harrowing video, we'll uncover the details of the thrilling aspects of their adventure. Before we dive into today's video, make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. We upload daily. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join our amazing community. Now, let's get started. Indian Cave State Park, a stunning natural and historic treasure located in southeast Nebraska along the Missouri River. This park spans nearly 3,400 acres and is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts and history buffs alike. Nestled just 10 miles south of Brownville and 8 miles east of Schubert, the park straddles the county line between Nemaha and Richardson counties. It offers a perfect blend of adventure and tranquility, making it an ideal destination for a day trip or a weekend getaway. The highlight of the park is its namesake, the Indian Cave. This rocky overhang, often mistaken for a true cave, contains ancient petroglyphs carved by Native Americans thousands of years ago. These prehistoric carvings are a fascinating glimpse into the past, though their exact age and cultural origins remain a mystery. While the petroglyphs are intriguing, the true gem of Indian Cave State Park lies in its rugged landscape and breathtaking bluff-top views. Indian Cave State Park is part of the Loess Hills, a unique geological formation created by wind-blown soil. These crumbly hills are different from others formed by geologic uplift or glacial deposits. The porous soil here supports a lush forest, a result of fire suppression and farming over the years. The park features steep forested hills rising almost vertically from the Missouri River, offering visitors a challenging and rewarding hiking experience. For those who love the outdoors, the park offers 22 miles of dirt trails perfect for hiking and biking. These trails wind through the hills, forests, and plains, providing explorers with a chance to immerse themselves in nature. The park's large riverfront marsh area is a prime spot for birdwatching, where you can relax by the riverbank and watch the waterfowl go by. One of the unique aspects of Indian Cave State Park is its opportunity for primitive backcountry camping. Adventurous visitors can set up camp in the wilderness, surrounded by the beauty of nature. Unlike other regions in the United States, you won't have to worry about bears here. There are none in Nebraska. This makes Indian Cave State Park a perfect spot for a real-life backpacking adventure. The park is one of two locations in Nebraska that sample the semi-arid boundary forests of the prairie forest ecotone. The well-drained Loess soils create distinct elevational ranges of tree species, with beautiful early spring flowering trees like eastern redbud, cherry species, catalpa, and pale dogwood adorning the hilltops. These forests are some of the last large tracts lining the Loess bluffs along the Missouri River floodplain, offering picturesque vistas and rich biodiversity. Indian Cave State Park is not just about nature and history, it's also a hub of recreational activities. The park's scenic camping and picnicking spots are popular among families and friends looking to enjoy the great outdoors. Each October, the park hosts its annual Haunted Hollow event, featuring hayrack rides, spooky campsite decorating contests, games, crafts, and other family-friendly activities. This event allows visitors to experience the park's beauty while celebrating the festive spirit of the season. On March 24, 1968, three young soldiers from Fort Leonard Wood set out on an adventure they would never forget. PFC Stephen Lasky, PFC David Box, and SP4 Alfred Purswell, all in their early 20s, were eager to explore the mysterious depths of Indian Cave. Although none of them had any prior caving experience or training, their thirst for adventure and curiosity about the unknown led them to embark on this daring journey. Little did they know, this adventure would soon turn into a rescue operation that would involve the Army and the Missouri Geological Survey. Stephen, David, and Alfred were typical young soldiers, full of energy and eager to explore the world around them. They had heard about the intriguing landscapes and hidden wonders of caves and wanted to experience the thrill of caving for themselves. Like many young people, they were fascinated by the idea of discovering something new and testing their limits. Their youthful enthusiasm pushed them to step into the unknown world beneath the Earth's surface, a world they had only imagined. Early that morning, the the three soldiers signed out from Fort Leonard Wood, excited for their new adventure. They borrowed a car and drove to Indian Cave, a location known for its complex passages and natural beauty. With no guide or proper equipment, they ventured into the cave, unaware of the potential dangers that lay ahead. As they made their way deeper into the cave, they were captivated by the stalactites and stalagmites that adorned the underground chambers. The flickering light from their flashlights cast eerie shadows on the walls, adding to the sense of mystery. However, as inexperienced cavers, Stephen, David, and Alfred quickly found themselves in over their heads. The labyrinthine passages of Indian Cave can easily confuse even seasoned explorers, and the soldiers were no exception. They became disoriented, unable to find their way back to the entrance. As time passed and the sun climbed higher in the sky, they realized they were lost. Panic began to set in as their flashlights dimmed, and they were miles from safety with no means of communication. Back at Fort Leonard Wood, the three soldiers were expected to return by noon. When they didn't come back, concern grew among their fellow soldiers and superiors. The Army initiated a search operation to locate the missing men. When their borrowed car was found parked near Indian Cave, a search party was quickly dispatched to the site. Army personnel tentatively searched the cave, discovering some of the soldiers' clothing but no sign of the men themselves. The Provost Marshal's office at Fort Leonard Wood realized that they need experts to help and find the soldiers. They contacted Jerry Vineyard of the Missouri Geological Survey for assistance. Vineyard then reached out to members of the Missouri School of Mines Spelunkers Club, a group with experience in cave exploration and rescue. The first call for help was received at 1:15 p.m. on March 25th, and a rescue team was swiftly assembled. The team, led by Nick Tibbs, arrived at Indian Cave at 2:45 p.m., ready to assist in the search and rescue operation. When the in charge of the Army operations at the cave, Lieutenant Williams, arrives at spot, he gave the rescue team full control of the cave operations. This decision highlighted the importance of having experienced cavers lead the search. At 3 p.m., the rescue party entered the cave, prepared to navigate the challenging terrain in their quest to find the missing soldiers. The team divided into two groups to search various leads, ensuring that no area was left unexplored. As the rescuers go deeper into the cave, they discovered a scarf belonging to one of the soldiers, indicating they were on the right track. The team regrouped in a small room, using the scarf as a clue to guide their efforts. One group exited the cave to call for further assistance, while the other pushed into a low crawl passage, determined to reach the missing men. At 6:30 p.m., after hours of searching, the rescue team finally found Stephen, David, and Alfred in a large passage beyond the low crawl. The soldiers were unharmed, though tired and anxious from their ordeal. They were incredibly relieved to see the rescuers and eager to return to the surface. Despite their lack of experience, they had managed to stay relatively calm during their time in the cave, conserving their flashlight batteries to ensure they had some light left. With the soldiers found and safe, the rescue team began the journey back to the cave entrance. The process required careful navigation through the narrow passages, but the experienced rescuers ensured that everyone moved safely and efficiently. At 8:25 p.m., all the people came out of the cave. Their friends and the rescue helpers were waiting for them and looked worried but happy to see them. The story of Stephen, David, and Alfred serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of preparation and caution when exploring unfamiliar places. Their adventure into Indian Cave could have ended differently, but thanks to the swift actions of the rescue team, the soldiers were brought to safety. While the soldiers were fortunate not to encounter any serious difficulties, their experience highlighted the potential dangers of caving without proper knowledge and equipment. A sunny afternoon at a crowded cave entrance during a big convention. Excitement is in the air as cavers prepare to explore the depths below. But what happens when a routine climb turns into a chaotic and dangerous situation? With a crowd waiting and ropes in use, something goes terribly wrong. Rocks start falling, people scramble for safety, and confusion takes over. What went wrong down there? How did a thrilling adventure turn into a tense emergency? Stay tuned to find out the gripping details of this unexpected turn of events. Caves have always held a special fascination for people throughout history. To some ancient cultures, they were seen as portals to the underworld, or Hades. For the philosopher Plato, a cave represented an allegory for how people perceive reality. In stories, characters like Odysseus, Ali Baba, and Tom Sawyer embarked on incredible adventures in caves, making them a symbol of mystery and excitement. In Wyoming and Montana, legends speak of caves hiding great treasures and even tales of a mythical race of little people. These underground wonders are not only treasure vaults of natural beauty, but also provide a unique glimpse into the processes at work beneath the Earth's surface. The environment inside a cave is unique. It is a world of darkness where no sunlight reaches, which means there is no photosynthesis. Temperatures inside caves remain relatively constant, which helps mitigate climate changes in the air and water. Organic matter is limited, restricting the amount and diversity of energy sources available for life within the cave. This creates a fascinating ecosystem that has adapted to these conditions over millions of years. In Wyoming, about 98% of the karst landscapes, caves, and rock shelters are found in the over 2,000-foot-thick Paleozoic rock formations. These rocks, primarily marine carbonate, were laid down over 275 million years ago, during a time when a vast platform developed across the ancient Wyoming Craton. The Mississippi and Madison Formation, which formed between 359 and 347 million years ago, hosts the majority of caves in Wyoming and Montana. There are 7 noteworthy caves in Wyoming developed within the Madison Formation, along the Bighorn River in the northeastern corner of Bighorn County. These caves are formed on 3 anticlinal structures: Little Mountain, Little Sheep Mountain, and Sheep Mountain. They are not tourist attractions, but are instead natural caverns that cater to experienced spelunkers and research teams. Those who wish to explore these caves must obtain a cave expert in their group and be equipped with proper safety gear. The caves along the Bighorn River are known as solution caves, formed by the dissolution of carbonate rocks. They include both active and inactive systems, with several located about 1,000 feet above the current water table. The classical theory of solution cave development, known as speleogenesis, was proposed in the early 20th century. It explains that caves are formed by the action of carbonic acid, which seeps into the carbonate rock from above, below, or at the water table. Cave formation is usually dated indirectly by examining sediments, fossils, and pollen found within or near the entrance of the cave. The cave system along the Bighorn River likely began forming sometime in the last 650,000 years when the Bighorn River was at a higher elevation. The cave system features a rectangular network of passages due to carbonic acid dissolving the rock along east-west fracture and bedding planes in the Little Mountain structures. Smaller connecting passageways are oriented north-south. Additionally, a secondary overprint of sulfuric acid is evident from the random interconnected solution cavities, known as a sponge work pattern, and the gypsum deposits found within the cavern. The chambers and passages have intriguing names such as CJ's Annex, Grand Central Station, Red Buddha Room, Mindbender Pool, White Dirt Maze, Crack Where Water Comes Through, and Powder Mountain. To explore these caves, permits must be obtained from the National Park Service at the Bighorn Canyon Visitor Center in Lovell, Wyoming. Caving parties must consist of 3 to 6 people and include at least one person familiar with the cave. Only 2 parties are allowed in the cave at any one time. The entrance is protected by a cage, which also safeguards the ropes necessary to navigate the 70-80-foot cave entrance. So far, 14 miles of passageway have been mapped, making it the longest cave in Montana. Bighorn Cavern is known for its stunning variety of stalactites, stalagmites, columns, soda straws, and bacon formations. However, the most remarkable features are the crystal formations, including white gypsum flowers, aragonite needles, delicate epsomite curls, and calcite crystals that adorn the cave. The Bighorn Canyon National Recreation Area, where these caves are located, is usually not thought of as a cave park within the national park system. Most visitors only see the large holes about 75 feet down from the top of the Madison limestone when they look into the canyon or explore the lake. However, many of these holes extend back into the canyon walls and are indeed caves waiting to be explored. The caves of Wyoming, particularly those along the Bighorn River, offer a fascinating glimpse into a hidden world. These natural wonders, formed over millions of years, continue to captivate those who venture into their depths, revealing the beauty and mystery of the underground world. On June 18, 1969, the entrance to Bighorn Caverns was crowded with excitement and energy as the annual National Speleological Society (NSS) convention took place. This event, known for bringing together cave enthusiasts from all over, is a highlight for those who love exploring the mysterious underground world. Caving enthusiasts gathered to participate in a thrilling treasure hunt that was part of the convention's activities. Small groups of cavers, filled with excitement and adventure, were entering and exiting the caves, ready to explore the wonders hidden beneath the Earth's surface. The National Speleological Society is a prestigious organization that promotes the study and exploration of caves. Each year, they host a convention that attracts caving enthusiasts, researchers, and explorers from all over the world. The event features a variety of activities, including workshops, presentations, and of course, caving expeditions. It's a time for people who share a passion for caves to come together, learn from each other, and embark on exciting adventures. For many, it's the perfect opportunity to indulge their craving for exploration and to discover the mysteries that lie within the depths of the earth. The entrance Bighorn Cave system is a funnel-shaped sinkhole that leads into a deep fissure about 64 feet down. The area is surrounded by loose rocks, making it a challenging and potentially dangerous spot for cavers. At that time, the pit was rigged with 4 ropes and a ladder, all converging at the base. All of these were in use, as eager cavers made their way in and out of the cave. The crowd at the base of the pit was waiting to ascend, creating a chaotic scene with much confusion and poor communication between those above ground and those below. In the midst of this hustle and bustle was Roswell Jones, a 32-year-old caver who was on belay halfway up the ladder. He was struggling because some of the ladder rungs had slipped, making his ascent difficult. Meanwhile, Warren Lewis, a 53-year-old experienced caver, was preparing to descend into the cave using a rappel rack, a device that helps control the speed of descent by applying friction to the rope. As Warren Lewis began his descent at around 3 p.m., he encountered a problem. The rope did not feed smoothly through the 6 brake bars of his rappel rack. In an attempt to adjust, he spread the bars widely apart, but this sudden reduction in friction caused him to lose control. He fell backward into the pit, kicking loose several large rocks as he fell. In a desperate effort to stop his fall, Lewis struck the brake bars upward with both hands, causing them to grab the rope and arrest his descent. However, his fall had already caused him to collide with Roswell Jones. Their combined weight caused the ladder rungs to slip 6 feet down the cables. Miraculously, no one was seriously injured, but the situation was far from over. The rocks, knocked loose by Lewis's fall, bounced off the cave walls and ledges, falling down onto the group of people gathered at the bottom of the pit. The cavers below quickly moved to find safety, trying to get under an overhang to avoid the falling rocks. In the middle of the confusion, a rock weighing about 25 pounds hit Mrs. Natalie Carty, who was taking part in the treasure hunt. It hit her shoulder hard, knocking her down and causing her a lot of pain. Fortunately, the other cavers were wearing safety helmets which protected them from the falling rocks. Although they were struck by debris, none of them were injured. Mrs. Carty, however, needed immediate attention. She was carefully moved to a safer place, and her shoulder was examined by those present. The intense pain she experienced gradually subsided, and she made the courageous decision to climb out of the pit despite her injury. Once the ladder was replaced and secured, Mrs. Carty, on belay, made her ascent. She was then taken to Lovell Hospital, where her shoulder was thoroughly examined. To her relief, the doctors found that her shoulder was badly bruised but not broken. The incident served as a reminder of the inherent risks involved in caving, even for experienced explorers. The National Speleological Society convention continued, with cavers and adventurers sharing stories of their experiences and learning from the events of that day. For many, the incident was a testament to the unpredictable nature of cave exploration and the importance of safety measures. It also highlighted the unwavering determination and passion of cave explorers, who are always eager to uncover the secrets hidden within the Earth's depths. Later on, Lewis admitted his mistakes and said, "I was incautious in approaching the sloping edge without maintaining full control of the rope. In my 25-foot fall, I seriously endangered other cavers." The danger was aggravated by the congestion in the pit, which exposed many people to falling rocks. Only those climbing or preparing to climb should have been in the open area. A belay or safety would have prevented the fall. In conclusion, the Bighorn Caverns incident. We've seen how an exciting day of exploration at the National Speleological Society convention turned into a serious situation. With so many people gathered and so much activity, it's a reminder of how important safety is in caving. Even experienced explorers can face unexpected dangers if proper precautions aren't taken. We hope this story helps highlight the need for careful planning and clear communication when exploring these incredible underground wonders. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about cave exploration and safety, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for updates on our latest adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.